call the budget work group meeting to order. We have a couple of, one request right now from the sheriff. So Sheriff, you want to start? Start with the first one, the sergeant.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. I've got a request to fill a vacant and budgeted deputy sheriff sergeant position, also with any backfills to that due to a sergeant retiring.
Okay. Any
This
questions?
sergeant oversees a squad of deputies, as well as being on the street, supervising on different major calls, overseeing paperwork, etc.
Earlier in the year, you had done away with the sergeant's position?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions on this? Motion?
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Rick Scalera, second. Ron Knott. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
And then the other is to fill a vacant budgeted deputy sheriff's investigator position with any backfills due to a retirement.
And what does this position do exactly, Sheriff?
This position is assigned to the Special Victims Unit down at DSS. So they handle welfare fraud, elder abuse, sex crimes, all those different types of things that would funnel into that. And this position is also reimbursed by the state of New York.
Is that about, I was just going to say, is that 65% DSS reimbursement?
It is reimbursed by DSS, yes, sir.
So I think it's 65, Jim.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll move that position.
I'll second.
Arbasson, Jim Guzzi, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you, everybody.
You still got the correction.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Requesting permission to fill a vacant correction officer position. This gentleman took a communication spot when I had a communications officer resign, and he went there. He was reachable in our department already, and very good officer. So I feel that he'll do a great job in communications. So now I'm requesting permission to fill this. We've already met back a while ago when we did when I reduced staffing over there, when I spoke to the Commission of Corrections, the Commissioner, Alan Riley. We reduced it by 5, if you recall. I've already been at that 5 now. So if we don't fill this spot, then it's going to cause overtime and a minimum staffing.
Okay.
Any questions? Motion?
I'll move it.
Motion, Rick Scalera.
I'll second it.
Second, Arbasson. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Now, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
And even though it was on the agenda, Jack Mabb has pulled his requests to fill the positions that were on the agenda, and he's going to revisit that with us at a future date.
Good.
So.
I've got a quick question for Michael. Michael, do you have off the top of your head the drop in total county staff from the beginning of the year to date?
We don't count it by total number of people. I don't have a running total of total FTEs. I have a listing by department of every vacancy and every fill that has gone through. We don't do it based on FTEs.
So we don't know, like we had 900 people in January and we have 750 now. That's not a statistic you can come up with for us?
No, because I mean, Tyler's live, so it wouldn't allow us to go back and see as of a set date what that was. That would be information that we'd have to put down. I could try to see if I could print it as of a set date and see if the system would allow me to do that, but I'm not sure if it will.
Why don't we look into that and see if we can?
Sure.
Yeah, I think having numbers on a month-by-month basis, at least going forward and going back as far as is practical, would be very helpful to be able to show the progress we've made. And if you can do it by department, that's good too. I mean, it'd be interesting to know how many deputies and how many corrections officers we have now versus a couple of months ago. Because as these conversations
Well, I have a running budget vacant positions that I look at every time we have one of these meetings. It's dated. So for example, today, going through, like you would have DSS, it would show you that they have 4 open caseworker positions. It would show you that there were 2 clerk typist open positions and you allowed for one of them. It shows that the confidential secretary position is still filled. It shows you that there's 5 social welfare examiner positions filled. So it doesn't give you a running total of how many of each title in each job they have. It just shows you how many vacancies.
Yeah, I think it'd be great though to be able to say to the taxpayers, look, our total FTEs have gone down this
Mhm.
last year because of
Yeah.
our good work.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be more than happy to figure out how to get that together.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem.
Any other questions or?
Yeah, maybe when we do a department also, if it's not a lot of work, Michael, such as like the sheriffs in this case, we were talking about corrections, maybe we can get just a rough list of where we are in that department with, like you say, FTEs and this one and that one. This way we can kind of judge it while we're making that decisions right there.
No problem.
Okay. If there's no other business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion
I'll
second. I'm sorry, who seconded that?
I'll second.
Art Bassett, okay. All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Carried. Are we off, Oswaldo?
You got to give it a